and seeing too.
It is Wanted Wednesday. It's time for us to bring in Trent Ferris with the York County Sheriff's Office. Good morning to you, Trent.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's like I'm here all the time now.
I know.
Right?
We like
you.
you.
You did a great job last week.
You sure did. Thank you so much for filling
you,
in.
you should tell him thank you.
Thank you.
It's
for
like
your
a mom to a child. Now you need to tell him thank you.
I did. Thank you, Trent. But Trent also thanked me for being away, so he has the opportunity. So
yeah, exactly.
Now you need to thank him. I'm
that.
just kidding.
Thank you,
say
Lucas.
I know. Hey, buddy, congratulations.
Thank
I know
you.
we
Yes.
bragged on you yesterday. Explain to our audience what this, I guess, certification means, because you're already
Designation. Credentialing.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
I want to be
It's your
official.
SAT words.
Yeah.
So you're already a public information officer, right?
Right.
So is this just to certify that you're a legit one?
Yeah, it's basically
Stamp of approval.
a group of it was peer reviewed and voted on by a board from the Center for Public Safety Excellence to say that, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. Yeah, he's a PIO. He's a
That's
public
awesome.
information officer. It's through the Center for Public Safety Excellence. I likened it to applying for a job at a Fortune 500 company. I had to give them my college transcripts. I had to give them all my training information. I had to fill out this application. I had to warm up the resume, which, I mean, if you know things going on, I mean, it may come in handy. You never know. I'm just asking, just saying. Anyway, but I mean, it was basically applying for a job. And then I had an interview with a gentleman out in San Francisco who's a public information officer out in San Francisco, where he asked me a whole bunch of questions. And he said that, I mean, the question process went through, and then he said, okay, well, I think you're good, but I've got to give it to the board, and the board's going to vote, and they'll vote on X date, and you'll find out on June 15th. So June 15th was a Saturday. So I was like, oh, gosh, so maybe they'll let me know on the 14th. And then they finally told me on the 17th. So I thought for a second there it wasn't going to happen, but it's fairly new. It's a fairly new designation. Ashley McDonald, who is a phenomenal public information officer, it was her master PIO paper through FEMA through the credentialing process. I believe that's what happened. So she got the ball rolling, and so it's a thing. It's just another thing to hang on the wall.
That's cool. That's awesome.
You are reviewed by your peers.
Yes,
which I think is huge.
We get reviewed by our peers, hence all the trophies behind us. So it's nice to have your peers review your work and see where you are in the industry. So, well, congratulations.
Yes,
good
congrats.
job.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's get to some of these cases where we hope a fresh set of eyes could be a big break in the case, and it's the inconvenience in a convenience store.
That's right. I mean, this one goes back about a month, back into May. But Tuesday, May 14th, a person described as a heavyset black male wearing a black T-shirt, camouflage pants, shoplifted from the Circle K there on Carowinds Boulevard. We know we have our issues.
That intersection. Don't stop, folks.
Yeah, it's all the stores up there. They're just targets for whomever. And while the cashier was distracted, this person took some beer. Then he snuck around behind the counter and stole $97 worth of Newport cigarettes and $180 worth of scratch-off lottery tickets, which now are just the value of the paper because they have a system about the scratch-off. So he took them for nothing. And then he left the area in a newer model type silver Kia car. So pictures of him up are on our Facebook page. I believe I put them up on the Crime Stoppers Facebook page. Go check him out if you know who he is. Give us a shout on crimestoppersofyorkcounty.com and submit a tip there.
All right. And the next one, water sports shoplifting.
So got an update on this one. I talked to the detective about this case, Detective Leslie Hamlin. She told me, first of all, let's go back. We have a lot of wonderful waterways in York County, from Lake Wiley to the Catawba River on the east side, Broad River to the west. It can be very tempting to do what you want to do and enjoy those waterways by taking things. And this person apparently wanted to do that, but just don't steal things to go enjoy the waterways. On June 10th at the Walmart in Lake Wiley, a person described as a younger white male, thin build, wearing a black T-shirt, black pants, which is crazy in this heat, by the way. I don't know why you would wear all black in 100-degree weather, 90-degree weather. He shoplifted a kayak with another person who we identified, and some kayak accessories, including the ratchet straps, to put the kayak on top of his fairly nice Chevrolet Camaro with the word Hoonigan, Hoonigan, on the back window.
Now, I have some questions.
Okay, well,
Safety first.
$536 total taken from the store, but he and another guy took a kayak.
So in between them trying to like get the kayak out, because that's not something you can just shove in your purse.
It wasn't like through the main doors of the Walmart. It was on the side door of the Walmart.
And then they're like strapping it down to their car. Like do the workers just not say, like, is it common practice that you just don't?
I read the report on this because I had the same questions, and it seems like they had gone in and bought some other things
To make it look like they
they had purchased
Okay.
some stuff. And then when they kind of slid the kayak outside of there's another door on the side, and then they drove that Camaro around the side and ratcheted to the top of the Camaro. So we do have a picture of the Camaro on our Facebook page.
Okay.
And people are lighting us up like, how do you know he stole it? There's not a kayak on top of on top of that Camaro. The clue is the word Hoonigan on the back. Gave us a lot of information to be able to get a picture of the car. And the picture of the car is before these people committed the crime of shoplifting a kayak. So I'm sorry. I live in a world where I love that you people like to have a nice, warm conversation on our social media pages and correct us on everything we do. But, folks, when I put it out there, it's just for information purposes. Thank you for telling me how to do my job. Apparently, the Center for Public Safety Excellence says I do a good job. Thank you, everybody. I mean, we have a purpose for the stuff we put out there. So I'm sorry, I had to say that, and I need it. But anyway, we've identified this person since then, thanks to your help in looking at our post. And I don't have his name, but he has been identified. Warrants are going to be in hand by Detective Hamlin, and he will be served those warrants on the next date.
Well, hopefully they bought some life vests while they were there. Maybe that's what they bought.
I think they did.
And then they just said to themselves, well, we paid for that. I guess we get the canoe for free or the kayak for free. It's not how it works. But they did ratchet it down, so I guess they were safety first. So
secured their load. There you go.
That's right. So, oh my goodness. All right, Trent, I know we're running out of time. In about a minute, wrap up the drill that took place, if you can, on the lake yesterday.
Yeah, coordination with York County Emergency Management, Chuck Haynes over there, and all the gang at the Emergency Management. We work together. Every year we have a drill with FEMA on how to tell everybody and how we would work if something disastrous happened at either Catawba Nuclear Plant or anywhere else in York County. And yesterday was a portion of that drill where we had to do it separately, where we could show FEMA that we can effectively go out and tell people, hey, you might want to get off the lake. Something's happening over here. We're having a natural disaster. You might need to get off the lake. So we went around on our boats, not just us. Newport Fire had their boat out. TK had their boat out. SCDNR, some North Carolina wildlife folks. Went around cove to cove, showed FEMA that we can go cove to cove and tell everybody to get off the lake. And then that was it.
Well, these drills are important. We saw the similar drills on the interstate a couple of weeks ago when the hurricane season kicked off here on the Atlantic, on the East Coast, the Atlantic hurricane season. And so it's important to see these kind of drills, and hope you checked all the correct boxes, and we will never
said we did.
We never have to use it. But if we do, it sounds like we're in good hands.
Yes, we are.
Thank you so much, Trent.